Good old days. Morning, buddy. Look at this.
Yeah. Come on in.
Looking good.
It was a rotation of cars that came in, and we worked diligently in here. Got them all done and got them out of here.
Dad's box is still there where it belongs?
Yeah, that's Dad's box right there. When I think about it, we started the business using my father's tools. My father was a part of starting this business. My father would take me during summer vacations to a dealership that he worked at, and I was able to get my hands on some cars. He was my first and very best mentor. My father had just died. He worked beside me, and that stall was empty. Here's this new guy, shows up. Lee Foreman.
A job opportunity came available there that I couldn't pass up, so I rolled my toolbox out one door and in the other door and wound up working right beside Jose. We didn't like necessarily the way the customers were treated. Had many conversations over, wow, if we could just do this ourselves, this is what we would do different.
We started looking at ourselves, what could we do? Side business, side work. We'll work from my garage in my new home.
The back door neighbor here, and I don't remember if we drove a car over to them or went over to pick up their car, but then they go, here comes the Dynamic Duo. And that's how we got our name, Dynamic Automotive.
We were much more personable with the customers. And we found that if you treated them as you wanted to be treated, it really made a difference. So March 6, 1995 was going to be our start date. 3 days before we opened up, people are knocking on the door. Hey, are you guys open for service? This was a sign of things to come.
We just worked 6 days a week, 7 days a week if we had to. That store jumped out of the gate like a leading horse. I mean, it was a stallion.
Lee and I just did what we did naturally. We fixed cars. We made friends with these new customers, and they were coming back. Laundry list.
There we go.
We're gonna order this stuff up tomorrow.
We were trying to make opportunities for growth and expansion within our companies, and the prime example of that was, Dwayne, who started out minimum wage working for us part-time. He's now an equity owner.
I realized I wanted more before I got out of the military. The first job I found was working on tractor trailers. I enjoyed it, but I also knew that I wanted to eventually work on cars. They came down and actually introduced themselves to me. I saw spirit and passion for creating something bigger than themselves.
This is when Lee has black hair.
Yeah.
Proof. This thing was back from 1998. Old
There's the
family.
whole crew.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wayne, you gotten old.
Tell me about it. A lot of people say we're crazy doing a partnership because a lot of them, they don't last.
We've done it together enough to know how hard it is. We sure as hell don't want to do it alone.
The opening of the second shop at Liberty Town definitely changed my trajectory in the company.
Liberty Town gave us ownership. Liberty Town taught us how to work together from two different locations. And wasn't that a challenge? We were learning new strategies, making big mistakes along the way. But every time you got better.
We built Urbana from the ground up. There was a lot of delays and challenges doing that, but once we got it open, there was a sense of pride because we built this.
Now we had Dwayne brokering this deal on the north end of Frederick, and we acquired it. And now I saw 4 shops when there was only 3.
There's a bigger purpose behind our growth. To me, it's creating opportunities for our team.
Team members are the reason we're where we are. I mean, part of our growing was them growing with us. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been able to have the success we've had. They are definitely a huge part of that.
I think one of our core beliefs is helping communities. We don't want to be in a big city or on a main thoroughfare. We want to be in the community.
Community's been fabulous for us. We just couldn't be blessed any better. We still actually have customers that have been with us 26 years. We come across the street from a two-bay store that was built in the 1950s to an ultra-modern store that's built in the 2020 era. It's a beautiful thing. You can't storybook it any better.
Boy, we've come a long way. And when he pulls out these pictures, my gosh, we've been together for a long time. We've been through a lot.
It's definitely a collaboration of what makes us great. It's not any one of us, and I think without one, we'd be less.
It's been some of the greatest source of joy and some of the greatest source of heartbreak. But we're all proud of where we are. We're proud of our team. We're proud of our communities. And we're proud of what we bring to the table.
When we're able to grow Dynamic and its team to where we're dreaming, I believe that we will have a positive impact on every part of this area.
Our philosophy of making friends, getting in those relationships, taking care of our community. This is where we live. Taking care of our people. That's what makes a difference.
It truly makes you wonder, what can we do together? And I see that being amazing and great things.